Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janice if you're new here. If you are returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. If you are not subscribed, I would really love it if you would subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification. That way you get notified every time I make a new video. Thank you so much again for being here. I really appreciate it. I really do. Today's video is going to be about winter and our skin and our hair. I had windburn on my face and my hands. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but my skin is peeling on my face. And normally it would be because of my tretinoin that I'm using or some new product on my face, but it was from the wind this time. Also, I don't know if you can see on my hands, right here you can see the dots, that's all windburn. I thought I would make this video in case you don't know certain things about just protecting your skin and your hair, your body in the winter months. Other than, I mean, we all know we have to wear coat, boots, socks, things like that. Fly away hair is a big thing. I live in the Chicago suburbs and static electricity just happens. You know, you're outside, you have a hat on, you go inside and you take the hat off and your hair is all over the place. That is caused by negative ions trying to repel each other, and then they get in your hair and push your hair away from your scalp. The way to get rid of that in your hair and in your clothes, like if you have a skirt on or pants and they're clinging to you, all you have to do is so there's static guards. So some people use static guards, so you can of course use that. I have my fabric softener sheets. So you would just take your Bounce or these, and if you had flyaway hair, you would just rub it in your hair and it would get rid of that. I think most people know that, but I thought I would share just in case. So some people get dandruff in the winter. Some people have dandruff year-round. Sometimes dandruff can be caused by inflammation and something we may be eating or exposing ourselves to on a daily basis. So one thing you can do is use Head and Shoulders. They have several different ones at Target, Walmart. So Head and Shoulders would be one to use. You don't necessarily have to use it all the time. You might only need to use it once and then that'll clear everything up. If you're more looking for a cleaner version of what to do with not so many chemicals, more natural, you can also use apple cider vinegar. This is the one I use. It's by Bragg's. Just wash your hair and condition it. Just use that in the shower and that will help get rid of the dandruff as well. Okay, rough, patchy, dry skin. Another one. So like I was kind of saying with my skin, oh, just doing that, I can feel the skin. Sorry, guys. Anyway, what you want to do is not leave the house when your skin is damp, or like if you're going to the gym and you're just leaving and you're still sweating. When the wind hits it, that's going to cause your skin to dry up. I will use a scrub or a loofah and get off all the dead cells first. And I have several products. So these are all salts. And this one I got off Amazon. This is Himalayan sea salt. Of course, you guys know I love my Josie Marin, so I use this one. I just bought this one at TJ Maxx. So what you would do is you would just apply your scrub and you would just rub it in. For instance, in my hands, I would just rub it in gently and kind of get off all those dead skin cells. And right away, I hydrate and moisturize. I have this one. I keep this in my kitchen on my sink. So when I'm done washing my hands, I can just rehydrate them with this. I also have several others. So my Josie Marin, this stays in my bathroom. And then I also have this Egyptian Magic that I bought from Costco. It's like a jelly almost. It does have royal jelly in it, but I just put a little bit on. And I put my hand creams and lotions on like this. So I'll put it on, you know, the outside part of my finger, and then I rub it on like this, because I work with papers and documents all day long when I'm at work and even when I'm home. And I don't like getting lotion. Once in a while I'll put lotion on the inside of my palms if they're dry, but I don't like oil and lotion getting on my paperwork. So I just kind of, you know, put it on the outside of my hands and then I'm good. Also, if you want to put your lotion on first and then cover it with an oil, that'll kind of help keep it locked in. Castor oil is also a good oil to have. It's super rich and thick. Another thing you can add is a lotion with hydrocortisone in it. 1%. There is one by Aveeno that has hydrocortisone in it that can help calm the skin as well. I will link that below. If you wash dishes, make sure you wear dish gloves or dishwashing gloves. Okay, also for flaky face, which I have right now, unfortunately, I wash with a gentle cleanser. So you want to put on a richer moisturizer, so not something you would use in the summer that's real thin. I, again, like my Josie Marin, it's pretty thick, it's a good consistency. Also, drinking more water, that helps. A lot of us are dehydrated. I think you should get in half your body weight in ounces, at least, every day. And then for my face, I will use either my face halo to kind of get off all the dead skin gently, or I just bought this and I love it. It's called the Microderma Mitt, and it's you just put your hand inside of it and get it wet, and then you rub it along your face, and that gets off the dead skin cells. And then when I get out of the shower, I put on my Josie Marin, and that protects it. So another thing to keep your hands protected, sometimes I do this at night. I haven't had to do it in a while, but I should probably do it tonight since I have that windburn, is before you go to bed, again, gently take the dead skin off your hands, put a heavy, thick lotion on, and then put gloves on your hands before you go to bed. So they do actually make cotton gloves that you can buy. TJ Maxx, Marshalls has them, anywhere, I'm sure Target has them, that you can put on, and that keeps the lotion in and creates a heat, and that also helps heal your hands. You can probably just use regular gloves as well. That's what I've always done. Same with your feet. So if you have dry, cracked heels, do the same thing as you would with your hands. You want to get off all the dead skin, immediately put on a cream, heavy cream, then an oil, wrap your feet or put heavy duty socks on. So I have my sock bin here. These are normally in my drawer with the rest of my socks, but I just wanted to show you guys how many, I have alpaca socks. These are some Big Daddy socks. And so you want socks kind of like that to protect your feet at night when you're sleeping, or when you're outside too, put something like that on in your boots. You can also do all of this for during the day too, get out of the shower, or when you're in the shower, get all the dead skin off, get out of the shower, put on those creams, those lotions, those oils, put your socks on, and then go about your day. And then when you get home at night, or whenever you get home, then change out your socks immediately, because your feet might be sweating, and that can contribute to the cracked heels as well. One thing I do for work is I always have an extra pair of socks in my bag. In my work bag every morning, I put an extra pair of socks in there, but in case my feet get sweaty during the day, then I can always change out my socks. You don't want your feet sitting in sweaty socks the whole day, because that's not helping. You want to try to keep them as dry as possible at all times. You can also use a powder. So you can use something like this. This one is Vanilla Puff. Actually, they don't make this anymore. This is from Lush Cosmetics. I've had this literally for 10 years. They do not make this one anymore, but they do have another one online. I'll link that below. But you can always put some powder on your feet and in your socks, and that will help keep away the sweat also, and you can sprinkle some in your shoes, and sometimes it helps with odor as well. So just try to keep your skin hydrated and dry, if that makes sense. You know what I mean. Try to keep it not sweaty and moisturized. Another thing you can do for your feet is put an alpha hydroxy acid lotion on. I don't have one anymore, but there's one that I used to use. They have it at Nordstrom Rack. I think it's called Alpha. I can link that below. Another thing I have for feet is this Big Daddy, and I got this on Amazon. I will link it below, but it is a foot file, and this will get rid of all of the dead skin. I have to warn you, if you guys are going to use this, you have to be super careful. It will take off layers of your skin if you are not careful. So I heard of it from one of the YouTube girls who I follow. She had recommended it, and she gave the warning, and I used it, but I didn't use it excessively, I didn't think. And the next day, my feet were raw. like it hurt to walk on them. So it does get rid of all the dry skin, but you just have to be careful. So maybe the first few times you use it, just kind of go easy. I do that at night usually out of the shower when my feet are damp, use my foot file, and then I put on a heavy cream or lotion and oil, and then my heavy socks. Dry red eyes. One thing that I have learned to do is use castor oil. So you can put castor oil gently around your eyes. I'm not recommending this to anybody because everywhere I've seen says don't put it in your eyes, but I take a very little bit on my fingers and I'll just put it in the corners of my eyes. And I do all this before I go to bed, and I put it on my eyelashes and my eyebrows. You can do that, and that will protect your eyes as well. Also, you want to wear sunglasses with a good UV protection. Chapped lips. So our lips can get sunburned just like the rest of our body can. So it's good to have an SPF in your chapstick. I do have one by Supergoop, which has SPF in it. I couldn't find it for filming this video. Normally it's in with my makeup, but it might be in one of my backpacks from traveling. I do not use it very often because my lips do not really get sunburned and chapped very often. I think it's because I'm constantly putting lipstick or lip balm or lip gloss on them. But if you have an issue with dry, chapped, sunburned lips, that is a good one. Every morning and night, I use my Josie Marin Argan Oil Stick. I just put that on. There's also another one, Burt's Bees. I've liked this one over the years as well. Neither of these have SPF in them, but they're both 100% natural if that's what you are looking for. Same thing with the lips. You can go in and use the Microderma Mitt. Just get it a little wet and very gently kind of take off the dry skin with this, and then immediately put on lotion or lip balm or lip oil to protect your lips. Another thing for your face and lips that you can do that I have is, of course, wear a scarf. You can wear a scarf over your face, or I have these things, I use them for fishing, but they're called buffs. And basically what you do, I really like this one, it's nice and warm, but they have them for summer use and winter use. Basically what you do, I'm not actually going to do it because I have big earrings on, but you put this over your head and it can come up and just cover your face like this. I use this in the summer because I don't want, the sun getting at my face so much, even though a good sunscreen is something that you should always be applying when you're going to be out in the sun for long periods of time. And I think that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope I didn't tell you everything that you already knew. I'm always trying to help you figure out new things and give you tips, tricks to feel and look more beautiful than you already are. Thank you again for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye.